1. Berries. Two brothers are playing a game. They sit cross-legged, shorts above scuffed knees, bare feet warmed by the earth's early autumn heat, a fistful of bright red berries in their small left hands. Above their heads, the flexed branches of the churchyard's ancient yew tree enclose the siblings in its private shade. The older, smaller boy goes first, slowly filling his mouth with bright red fruits until his cheeks bulge. Eyes watering, he holds up the thumb and fingers of his right hand. 5, and coughs, sending shiny spittled berries spinning back to earth. His younger, taller brother takes his turn, quickly shifting berries from hand to mouth, hand to mouth. Triumphant, he too holds up the splayed fingers and thumb of his right hand before slowly raising the middle digit of his now empty left. 6, and fuck you. He chews sweet pulp and bitter seed, swallows and shrugs. It's always this way. Younger thoroughbred besting older runt of litter. The boy and his brother head home, cutting across fields rich with their father's cattle to reach the path through the woods that back onto the farmhouse. They do their chores, wash their hands and sit down to eat. After supper, the younger brother complains of stomachache. His mother, thinking he has overeaten, sends him to bed early and continues with her work. In the night, the boy is woken by his younger brother retching berry-speckled vomit on the bedsheets, his eyelids dark, his strong body trembling. The boy calls his mother and blurts a confession of the game played that afternoon under the venerable tree. The family doctor arrives within the hour and spoons revolting syrup of ipecac into the mouths of each child, lecturing all the while on the dangers of wild berries. The boy vomits copiously, but by morning is recovered and hungry for breakfast. The younger brother deteriorates, lips purpling, his breathing increasingly laboured. 8 days later, he is dead. The boy's father gathers his tools, walks the 1.5 miles to the churchyard and begins for the second time that year digging and digging in the late autumn heat, the taste of sweat and tears in his greying beard, until he judges the small hole big enough. He leans on his spade and glances at the headstones in the family plot, the flinted church and ancient yew at his back. 1 for his first wife, 3 for their daughters, 4 for their sons, the most recent grave barely covered in grass. A single stone from his childhood, when 8 of his brothers and sisters succumbed within the space of 18 days to consumption, while he remained stubbornly, guiltily well. 11 years old, and seemingly invincible. The man buries his thoroughbred son, so strong and sound of limb, and arranges for the boy to be sent to boarding school, south of the border.
After the crying was over, train rocks me gently to sleep, resting my head on my talk box, my name burned in the wood. Fuck you, I wrote with my compass, scratched on the wood of the seat. After the crying was over, free from the pews and father's monotone. We play how many of the yew tree berries can you eat in one go. You chewed all 5, I swallowed mine whole. Later that night you subside. Now that the crying is over, sun sets out west on the sea. Resting my head on my top,